Hi, it's T. Carlson here. It's no secret that I love Westerns and I love releases from the Criterion Collection, the company that always gives home video releases of classic films the treatment they deserve. So when I heard there was going to be a Criterion reissue of some classic B Westerns, I knew I had to get my hands on that set. It's just come out. This is the Ranown Westerns, 5 films directed by Budd Boetticher, starring Randolph Scott. I'm going to unbox this release, share my opinions, and let you know if I recommend this release or not. Nice close-up of our hero there. That looks very nice. Top of the package lists the films that are included. There's the spine of what comes out that has the discs in it. There's the outer case spine. Bottom of the box is just plain. Back of the box has a description. So we'll open this up. And here's this side of the box. Nice shot of Randolph Scott there. Yeah, we fold this open. That's how that looks. As with most Criterion releases, we do get a nice booklet here. And we get some great info on the films and everything that went into them. As usual, I'm not going to show off every page of the booklet, but you can get an idea of what's to be had here. One thing I like about Criterion is they always include some type of booklet or insert with liner notes, and you get to learn a lot about your favorite films or some of the ones that you're discovering for the first time. We then come to the discs themselves. This is a 6-disc set consisting of 3 4K Ultra High Def discs and 3 Blu-ray discs. 4K disc 1 features the film The Tall T. Blu-ray disc 1 features the films The Tall T, Decision at Sundown, and Buchanan Rides Alone. 4K disc 2 includes the films Decision at Sundown and Buchanan Rides Alone, whereas Blu-ray disc 2 includes Ride Lonesome and Comanche Station. 4K disc 3 features Ride Lonesome and Comanche Station, and the third and final Blu-ray disc consists of nothing but bonus features. There are no bonus features on the 4K discs aside from the commentary tracks. The Blu-ray discs also add in introductions to the films by Martin Scorsese and Taylor Hackford, and there's also a Super 8 version of Comanche Station included as a bonus feature on that Blu-ray disc. I'll read the description of this set as follows from the outer box. Again, the 5 films that are included here are The Tall T, Decision at Sundown, Buchanan Rides Alone, Ride Lonesome, and Comanche Station. The 5 briskly entertaining, vividly performed westerns made by director Budd Boetticher and strapping star Randolph Scott in the second half of the 1950s transcend their B-movie origins to become rich, unexpectedly profound explorations of loyalty, greed, honor, and revenge. Often grouped under the name Ranown after producer Harry Joe Brown and Scott's production company and colorfully scripted by Burt Kennedy and Charles Lang, these films seem to unfold into a world unto themselves, taking a claim between traditional westerns and the subversive genre revisionism of the 1960s and representing the crowning achievement of the underappreciated auteur Boetticher. Again, I love a good western, and the 5 films in this set I'd never actually seen prior to picking up this set. Of course, Barnes & Noble had their Criterion Collection sales, so this was one of the first titles that I went for. The movies in here, they are low-budget B westerns, but they're actually very sharply written, and you have decently well-developed characters. You even get sympathetic villains and, three-dimensional characters that really transcend the western stereotypes. These aren't just the generic white hat, black hat, stereotypical westerns you'd expect of the time. You also get to see a lot of stars of the era pop up in these movies, including the likes of Richard Deacon, Richard Boone, Lee Van Cleef, James Coburn, and Pernell Roberts, just to name a few of the actors who show up in these films. And it is nice to sort of get that, like it said on the box, happy medium between traditional 50s westerns, but then you start to see almost a sort of premonition to the revisionists, more gray area westerns that would start to get in the 1960s. These movies certainly rise above their low-budget origins. I wouldn't say any of these is one of the greatest westerns of all time, but they're certainly very entertaining, and they really rise above, again, their low-budget origins, and for that alone, they're certainly worth picking up here. Considering these are movies of a low-budget origin, I was a little worried as to how they'd look on Criterion Collection's 4K discs. I'm happy to say these discs look absolutely gorgeous. These have clearly received some sort of remastering and restoration treatment. The level of detail is high. You have bright, bold colors, deep dark black levels when they're called for. When it comes to vintage film on Blu-ray and 4K, Criterion always goes the extra mile, and I'm happy to say these are the definitive presentations of these films. Probably the only parts, picture quality-wise, that look a little weak for the most part are whenever there are titles on the screen, which is usually at the beginning or the end of the film, and then whenever there's a transition going on. But again, these are just flaws of the inherent source elements and cannot be the fault of this transfer. That's pretty commonplace when it comes to films from this era. Again, like I said, we get some introductions and commentary tracks for the films, a Super 8 version of Comanche Station, not in the best of shape, but I love that they included it here for archival purposes. And that sixth and final disc on Blu-ray just has a ton of featurettes, many of which are actually longer than the films themselves. You get to learn a lot about Budd Boetticher and all the people that were working on these movies, just sort of delve into the background of this all. I haven't even watched every single bonus feature on here, but everything I have checked out so far is very interesting, and I'm certainly glad I picked up this set. Furthermore, one thing that's great about this set is all of the movies in it clock in at less than 80 minutes, which means they're very briskly paced and they'll fly right by. Western fans are absolutely going to love this set. Being one myself, this is easily one of my favorite home video releases of the year. If I do any sort of best home video releases of the year list, you can bet this set's going to have a place on said list. Very highly recommended. I would probably hold out until there's a Barnes & Noble sale to get the best deal, but if you are a Westerns fan, you won't be disappointed. What is your opinion of the Ranown Westerns with Randolph Scott, directed by Budd Boetticher? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Have you picked up the set yet? Also, remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm always posting new videos. And remember to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.